What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to go over 4 NBA players you didn't know who were homeless. Before we get on the video, if you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe, and let's get straight on the video with number 4, Kevin Durant. Most NBA fans are most likely aware of the relationship between Kevin Durant and his mother after his famous speech of saying that she was a true MVP. After his father left them, Durant was still a baby, and she had to raise him with only herself and her grandmother in Maryland. The town that they lived in was a very poor neighborhood in Maryland. As we all know, KD is very successful regardless of people who think he's a rat or not, and you can't argue that she truly didn't help him get to where he is today. Durant even said it himself. He really had nothing growing up since his mother was working long hours to feed for himself as well as his brothers. He also stated that they never truly had a definite home since they were constantly moving from apartment to apartment. Durant is currently one of the richest basketball players who made a lot of money from his contracts and endorsement deals. Number 3, Derrick Rose. When the Chicago Bulls drafted Rose as the number 1 pick in the 2008 draft, it was a homecoming for him. In the beginning of his career, he seemed destined for greatness, winning the Rookie of the Year award in 2009 and as well as becoming the MVP in 2011. As we all know, he would unfortunately start piling up injuries, and Rose hasn't returned to the player he once was. But overcoming these injuries are nothing compared to his childhood. Rose was raised in Englewood, a neighborhood of Chicago that had a poverty rate of 44%. The crime and homicide rate in the area is also extremely high, especially for a young child to live in. Rose's family would never really live in a secure place. Thankfully, Rose's older brothers kept the current New York Knicks protected and out of danger and trouble in order for him to focus on basketball. Rose is now a millionaire who has a safe financial future. Number 2, Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson is known for his killer crossovers and his ability to get to the rim. Who will ever forget him stepping over Tyronn Lue? What a lot of people don't know is his living conditions as a young child. He had the lack of a father figure as well as very poor living conditions in which he grew up in. Iverson's home would sometimes be engulfed in sewage after the sewage line blew under his house. His mother couldn't always work, and his father would even go without water, heating, and lighting for days. When asked what he wanted to do after he left school, Iverson would tell people that he's going to work on the plan. The plan was to make it through high school, go to college, and earn a place in the NBA. He stuck to the plan and became one of the best basketball players to ever play. There were many rumors stating that Iverson was broke and homeless again, but he did say in an interview with CBS that those are all untrue. And number 1, Jimmy Butler. There are very few NBA players who have a story like Jimmy Butler. To start, his father left his family when Butler was just a baby, similar to Kevin Durant. Butler was living in a small Houston suburb of Tomball, Texas, where the population was less than 10,000 people. Butler's mother later kicked him out of the house when he was only 13 years old, and he was forced to find a shelter with friends that would take him in. Just imagine being 13 years old and living on the streets. That is just insane. Eventually, Butler was taken in by the family of Jordan Leslie, who would go on to become a professional football player before he was able to make it to Marquette and finally the NBA. Starting his life off as a homeless young child to now becoming an all-star, one of the best two-way players currently playing with a $17 million contract, is truly impressive. Butler has made it and is very successful. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Follow me on Twitter @Pllana. Check out my other channel, Official Life Facts, and I'll see you all later.